This man had 5,000 and something subscribers. I mean, not subscribers, followers. Now, look at this.
I bet.
Yep. And if he's not in that, they feel uncomfortable. No, it ain't no I feel uncomfortable. Let's get into it. So, Trick, no. Hello, guys. How y'all doing on this wonderful Saturday morning? Guys, I was going to get up and come to y'all at 7 in the morning. I was up, but guys, I had like a little nagging headache. So I got up and I made me some breakfast, took me something for the headache, and then I scheduled my lives and I said, let's go. Okay, so here I am. Now, I got a couple things to update y'all on. Tonight, Love and Marriage Huntsville comes back on. I will be doing the review tonight. Okay, it's supposed to be really good. Because of my son's graduation and stuff, I did not get into it for last week's episode. So that's why y'all see on the thumbnail some of the players from Love and Marriage Huntsville, because we gonna get into it. And you guys also see Miss Stormi Steals, because the reunion went down last night over there for the Bell Collective of Birmingham. Oh, yeah. And it was good. It was popping. Who in the chat got a chance to watch the reunion? Put it in the chat. Let me know. Because, guys, I fell asleep last night because I was so tired. But I got up and turned it back on again because I wanted to be able to really give y'all my feedback on everything that went down. Guys, I even turned it on a third time in my kitchen while I was cooking. That's how y'all know it was good. Yeah, I fell asleep, but that's because I was extremely tired. It wasn't because it was boring, because it was not. So we're going to get into this whole debacle of the ladies. We also going to get into Kimmi from Love and Marriage Huntsville feeling pressured from old Martell Holt. Yes. And y'all see him with his baby mama, Arion Curry, and they little boy, Knox. Well, they used to call him Knox, but Martell said that they changed his name to Mavericks. So we're going to get into that whole debacle. Arion Curry, guys, she has definitely went ahead and let the world know that she was feeling some type of way. She did put up a post. We going to discuss it. Kimmi and Letitia, they was over there on Facebook popping it. We going to get into that whole debacle as well, because these people is feeling that pressure, and Martell is keeping his foot on their neck. Okay? Because Martell wants the world to know that Marsau and his brother Maurice, that is with Kimmi, he been wanting the world to know for a long time, these motherfuckers was cheating just like I was. They're no different from me. They was doing 3 ways on these women and everything. Y'all, and Who Knew gonna break it down to y'all in Who Knew fashion. That part right there. Y'all, why did Carlos King himself get super duper messy on the Bell Collective reunion last night with Miss Stormi Steals? He got real messy. Y'all know that ex-person that used to be on Love and Marriage Huntsville? Carlos King brought up that fan base. He showing the fuck did. He brought up that fan base, and he asked Stormi Steals, how did she feel about it? And that was the reason why she left Love and Marriage Huntsville. I was like, no, we ain't going here. Oh, but yes, we were going there. Yes, we were. And y'all, I'm going to play it for y'all so we can get down to the nitty gritty and y'all can hear it for y'all self. But before I go any further, y'all already know I gotta go ahead and let y'all know that all things is allegedly, in my opinion, and for entertainment purposes only. Also, I do not own the rights to any of the clips that I will be playing in my video, so here's my copyright disclaimer. And go ahead and hit that like button immediately. Also, my mod is in the building. Hey, Coco. She is letting you guys know where you can find who new products so you can purchase and also follow your girl while you over there, okay? So here is all the information you need to know. Go ahead, jot that down, hit that like button, share this video, and let's go. Okay, so with all of that being said, I got my other mod in the building, Kim Yu. How you doing, Kim Yu? Let me see. Kim Yu, do you still got your ranch? I don't know. I'm gonna have to make sure. I don't see it over there. Feel better soon. Yeah, I feel better now, Kim Yu. Thank you, boo. Everyone, please hit the like button when you enter in the building. Yes, yes, yes. If you forgot, go ahead and hit it now. Hello, 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 everybody that is coming in. We got 60 people in the building. Go ahead and hit that like button, okay? So let's get to it. First, I want to start off with talking about the reunion last night with Stormy Steels. And y'all know she had been getting into it with Tiffany the whole time, okay? Now they did get into it again last night on the reunion. Y'all, did y'all I don't know if y'all seen it, but Tiffany, she went there on Stormy. She told Stormy, your hair looked like a mop. I said, what? Y'all, she went there. She told Stormy her hair looked like a mop. She told her that she tried to control people in so many words. She told Stormy that she tries to control people with her money. And I was like, oh, I never knew that Stormy was trying to control people with her money. But she said that that's how she's trying to get respect from these women. She called the other women Stormy's minions. All of these other women, she called them her minions. Yes, I watched it. It was crazy. Yes. Yes, it was. She called these other women Stormy's minions, and they also let it be known. I already had told you guys that that show was based on Stormy Steels, and they solidified it last night and said that the show was a Stormy Steele show, pretty much. And Tiffany said that's why all the women basically was kissing Stormy's butt because they wanted to secure their slot on the show. I said, "Ooh, wait, now Stormy, you know, I like you and everything. Your dress was bomb and it was giving everything. It was eating, okay? But your hair, on the other hand, I must agree with Tiffany. Tiffany said it looked like a mop. It was not looking the best. And I know that that was a wig. But girl, if you was going to wear a wig, you should have wore a better wig than that. I'm sorry, Stormy. I was not feeling the hair with the dress. The dress was giving everything, but I was not and your body was banging. But that hairdo, no. But Tiffany, let me get on you, honey, because you had the nerve to talk about Stormy's hair, but your hair was not giving either. Okay? You had a poof poof going on too. So if you were saying that her hair looked like a mop because it was poofy, like a poofy look, yours was poofy too. And your whole look was not given. So if we go in there, let's go there. Her hairstylist was old fashioned as fuck. I know, Coco. I know. So that was the only thing I was not liking on Stormy. Her makeup was beautiful. You know, her dress was beautiful. Her accessories was very, very nice. And I'm going to show you guys her getting ready. She got it over there on Instagram. I was not a fan of the hair. And these other women, they looked okay, but Stormy was eating all of them up, if you want to be technical, okay? Even the ones that had better hairstyles than her. So we're going to leave that right there. And I want to go ahead and I want y'all to listen to what Miss Stormy Seals had to say when Carlos King questioned her about when she was on Love and Marriage Huntsville and that fan base. Let's take a listen.
For you, whether you have ill intention or not.
When you get into a public light, how you carry yourself, you have to be careful on the things that you say.
But my people know what I was talking about.
You know all of your followers personally.
I don't have to know them personally.
So you don't know if they'll really come fight.
It was my page, and I can say whatever I want on my page.
How do everyone else feel about that, to go fight the ops?
It's my page, and I'm not. No.
How do you feel about that? Because in your last experience, you dealt with fandom going way too far to the point where you had to remove yourself from that situation.
I've known Kayla.
Boom. He said fandom going way too far where you had to remove yourself from that situation. Now let's go ahead and visit memory lane real quick. We know that a blogger went to Stormi's warehouse. It got on the internet. It was really bad. Stormi had to turn herself into the police because of it. She says that she had people sending her nasty threats left and right through the DMs, calling on her products, lying about her products. It was so much. They was trying to make her business fail. It was crazy work. But Stormi Seals was not the only person from Love and Marriage Huntsville that complained. Several people complained about a certain fan base. Yes. So they all felt the same way about that fan base. And so what the ladies was trying to say is you have to be very careful of the words you use when you're talking to these fans, because it is overzealous people out here that don't have nothing to lose. They don't have nothing to live for. All they are living for is people on television. They don't have their own existence. These people only exist through these people on the TV. They love these people that they do not know. And these people don't give a fuck about them. They wouldn't piss on them if they was on fire, okay? That is what the ladies are saying. They are saying that these fan bases is utterly ridiculous. And I can vouch for that. And yes, they are utterly ridiculous. And I personally think it's very sad that your life is so miserable and pathetic that you live through other people. I think that is just disgusting. Go find you something to do with your life where you can feel better about yourself. That's all I can say, guys, because if you're living through these people you don't even know, and you ain't got a dime in your pocket, and you sitting up here praising other people, shame on you. It is one thing to support people, but it's a whole nother thing to be licking in people's behind and you don't even know these people and getting mad at other people about this. You getting mad at other people about people you don't even know. You're just a pathetic person, if you ask me. Anybody who's doing that, you're pathetic. Because me, when people say stuff about other people, I don't give a fuck. I don't know none of these people personally. I don't care. Ooh, y'all, that's just how I feel about it. Say that ish who knew. Yes, that's just how I feel about it, guys. And it baffles me that people do stuff like this. It baffles me. I wouldn't dare go to nobody's warehouse. I wouldn't dare be trying to report nobody products. I wouldn't, just because I feel like I gotta be loyal to an invisible person that I don't even know. That's dumb as hell. You're stupid. And what makes it even sadder, guys, a lot of these people are old ass people that should know better. That should know better. I'm not saying all of them is, but a lot of them that I have experienced, like through my DMs and stuff like that, they're old ass people. And it's sad. So I'm going to leave that right there. And we're going to let Stormi explain furthermore what she went through on Love and Marriage Huntsville with overzealous fans.
For like 6 years. And I think it's unfortunate that she has to over explain everything, yet that's not always the case amongst everybody. Now, as far as my situation, I had more coming at me and I didn't have to say So
Stormy said she had motherfuckers coming at her and she didn't have to say shit. People was upset because of all the progress that she had made and the things that she was doing. That's crazy, right, guys? Ooh wee.
Kayla want to say something or not, people could watch this show and deem that they don't like Kayla based off the comments that's been said and come after her. They can look at Kayla's comment and want to go after Kylan and Amber because they can deem that she's saying that that's their ops. At the end of the day, we just got to do better about how we handle each other and how we choose to give grace for real. Because some people can continue to paint a narrative about someone and she then get attacked because of that.
For sure, but I'm talking about, he asked you about the specific comment.
And I just gave a specific
She can
answer.
dance around questions, and I know that's your friend. But
I was
be
very
cameras,
clear.
I'm your friend too.
I was very clear.
She has to struggle when it comes to
It wasn't a
being direct.
Carlos,
So you just gonna have to be the bigger person,
do you need
sis, and you
something
just
more
gonna have to give her
Well,
grace.
Amber, what do you think about Stormi's response?
Tiffany says that Stormy has a struggle with being direct. Now I must disagree with you, Tiffany. Stormy said what the fuck she said. She said what the fuck she said. I don't agree with you, Tiffany, at all.
Direct.
How more direct could she
It's
be?
time to ask her a question, Amber, and that's you gonna learn it.
listen to your
And
friend.
I know,
That's
and
what
I
you
know,
should do.
I know that's your friend.
Do you feel like she was wrong for saying fight my ops in the comments?
What did you mean by it?
I meant don't let them dog me out in the comments for the show, when the show airs. It had nothing to do with them because at that point I thought we were cool.
Tiffany, you made a comment that you think Kayla is one of Stormi's minions. Amber, do you agree with Tiffany's assessment?
Yes, based off what she said at boxing. You know, I'll take Stormi 100 times and she may only respond back 3, but I have to tell myself in my head that she's still not.
So Amber feels like Stormy has minions as well. Now I want y'all to remember Amber, she works for Canvas Beauty, Stormy's company. Amber, I think you better tread lightly. And her and Tiffany are friends as well. Cause you might be about to lose your job. Real talk. You gotta tread lightly. Not that you gotta kiss no ass, but you definitely gotta tread lightly, honey, because you work for her. You work for her. Let's be clear.
Oh my God.
But how does that make me a minion?
I know you lean on her for friendship, but I do feel like a lot of the things you do is just based off Stormi and her actions.
Yeah, Stormy's definitely putting a battery in your back to love.
I'm a Duracell. I guess, you know.
I mean, do you?
I don't give a about none of that, Carlos. I don't understand why Kayla just can't be her own person. Why I gotta have something to do with me? Why?
Because you're always sending her on a mission.
Who sent her on a mission?
You.
Wait a minute, wait. Who invited Kayla out to eat?
It don't matter how she got it. It doesn't.
So basically, they saying Kayla is just a doormat, and Stormy puts a battery in her back to do everything she want her to do. It wasn't really given that to me. I felt like Kayla was just kind of dingy. That's how I felt about Kayla. I would be side eyeing Amber moving forward. Me too. Me too. I would too. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. So if I was Stormy, I would definitely be side eyeing her, and you probably about to lose your job, honey. Okay? Because if I can't trust you and you over there with the ops talking behind my back and all that, I don't know if you would be trying to sabotage my company. Okay? And that's what we not gonna do, is play with my bag. And like they said, Stormy got all this money. Stormy, leads with the money, this and that. And Stormy said, "You the one always bringing up my money." And that lady Tiffany was always bringing up Stormy's money. She was. Even when it was just her and her friend, she brought up Stormy's money. So evidently, you are intimidated by the fact that Stormy has that bag. Don't be a hater, be a congratulator. Because that's what I am. I'm a congratulator, honey. When I see black women especially doing their thing, honey, I congratulate them. It ain't no hate over here. But it gotta be something for me to congratulate you about. If it's really nothing or whatever, I'm not gonna congratulate that. Kayla was just being Stormi's friend. That's what it was given for me as well. It wasn't given, oh, I'm putting a battery in her back. I don't know where they got that from, but let's continue.
Somewhere, if you
Well, in order for you to, if you want to answer after you ask the question, you have to be quiet, love, so you can get it. Do you want to answer? Do you want to answer?
No, actually I don't.
You want to answer?
I would like the answer.
And then she kept telling Stormi to be quiet. Tiffany kept telling Stormi to be quiet. So I don't blame Stormi for saying what she was saying, because who the fuck are you to tell me to be quiet? You ain't nobody. Okay? Thinking you finna tell me to be quiet. Thinking you looking like all that and you're not. Girl, bye.
Talking to me.
I'm talking to you.
No, you're not.
I'm talking to
I don't
Stormi
hear it.
still.
Okay, so when Kayla met with you and Kendra, you felt she was taking notes.
If you go back and you look at that clip, you clearly see Sonetta, which was my friend, told you about the mop. You kept playing like you didn't know nothing about the mop when you clearly knew about the mop.
Okay, let's talk about it. I will admit, and this is breaking news, the easiest thing to do is just to be honest. I'm going to tell the truth. I did know all about the Civil Rights Institute, but the reason why I acted like I didn't know how civil rights went is because I wanted to hear your side of the story.
Okay.
You were extremely short about it. It was like you were trying to play her a little bit. You said something like, I was trying to be an adult about the situation, but she wasn't being mature. So hearing that, I was like, well, I know how it went from Stormi, and you saying that doesn't really match up. So I was just trying to press you to tell me everything that happened so that...
Basically, she wanted to hear Tiffany's side of the story without involving what Stormi told her, to see if it add up. And it wasn't nothing wrong with that. Y'all was out having lunch. Y'all said y'all was there to have a conversation. So, bitch, what you gotta say? That's the same way I would have been looking at it. Don't try to make me tell you what the next woman said. No, what's your side of the story? What do you have to say? Why do you want me to say what she said first so you can feed off of that? No. What do you have to say? So I don't blame her for playing it that way. Real talk. Let's continue.
Trying to match up the stories. That's why it seemed like I was pressing.
Kayla, I 100% respect you for that, for being honest. But seriously, I was really coming to have lunch with you to share my heart. And when the cameras dropped, what did I tell you? I said, you disappoint me.
It doesn't seem, and you tell me if I'm crazy, it doesn't seem like it's a deep issue with the two of you.
No, it's not.
Right. So is it fair to say that you two can make amends based upon this misunderstanding?
Yeah, I don't have an issue
I
with
thought
her.
we had already made amends.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, look, what did I make amends was a mop. So when we come back, we're shining a light on the messiest mop in the Magic City. Find out where things really stand between Stormy and Tiffany when the Bell Collective Birmingham reunion continues.
Now, guys,
So let me ask you a question.
wait.
Who are you beyond the money?
So for
Who are you beyond the
She asked her, who are you beyond the money? Here's my question to you, Tiffany. Why do you care? Why do you care who she is beyond her money? You say she's not your cup of tea. In so many words, that's what you say. So why does it matter who she is beyond her money? It shouldn't matter to you. Because she ain't your cup of tea. So just move along. That's all you got to do is move along. You don't have to get along with her. Y'all ain't got a kubanya. Y'all ain't got to do none of that. And the word to Stormi is, girl, when somebody show you that they not feeling you like that and always trying to be argumentative about nothing, let they ass kick rocks. Real talk. Because for me, and I have watched each episode, this lady Tiffany, by bringing up Stormi money all the time, and Stormi was not the one bringing her money up. This woman was. Tiffany. To me, that shows jealousy. You have a jealousy streak. So with that being said, I don't want you around me anyway. I don't want you in my presence. I don't want you in my home. And Stormi invited her to 2 different events. And I wouldn't have done it. That one event, if it would have went sour, that would have been it. Keep it moving, Tiff. I agree. She would have had to keep it moving because this type of woman that Tiffany is, she's not my cup of tea at all. She's not my cup of tea at all. Now, Stormi is my cup of tea. She is, to me, Stormi is humble. She do not be throwing her money all around in people's face. Oh, I got money, I got money, I got money. She does not do that. Is not what it, that's not what it be given with Stormi. Okay, she does dress up, do her reels on her Instagram, let you know that she doing her thing, and she got every right to do that. Every right. For somebody who has worked as hard as she have worked, she had it, she lost it, and she got it back again. Yeah, show your accomplishments, and also show people that it's okay to stumble and fall and get back up again. What's wrong with that? It's nothing wrong with that. And really, people should be happy and inspired to see somebody have it all, lose it, and get it back again. But that's how you know the haters, and the difference between the haters and the congratulators. You know, this is a hater, guys, when all they can do is just try to throw up people money.
Bringing up my money.
No, you like to bring up your money. I like to bring up your character.
It gave very much jealous.
Yes, very
Welcome back
much
to the
jealous.
Collective Birmingham reunion. It's the cause of the biggest beef since Drake and Kendrick. Can you believe that this could be the source of so much drama? One joke and several hurt feelings later. Let's take a look at the dirty mop that started it all.
I just want to say y'all, thank y'all so much for messing up my game night tonight. We knew we was coming here to host. I done picked up drinks.
So they go down memory lane, guys.
And just it being,
When did you say you didn't like
I'm
the
not
comment?
finished. We big on finishing. So I'm gonna finish. I was fine at Civil Rights. We're having a conversation and thinking we can get to a place of we can move forward. But to come to me about the issue and to say that Sonetta said something almost in a way to imply that I said something to Sonetta, which I did not. I didn't want to assume. I want to know what Sonetta said, but it was like this resistance and even speaking on it. And for me, I'm very clear. The whys matter to me.
The whys do matter.
Like, what did Sonetta say?
I'm big on taking accountability.
No, you're
But
not.
I can't take accountability for something that I don't know if I offended you or not.
So, Stormy, in hindsight, the moment you felt offended, do you wish you would have addressed it in the moment?
No, my mom was on the live. My first celebrity collaboration, our first $1 million live stream of the year, a 52-hour event that I never done before. My mom was on that.
I actually apologized to her at the Civil Rights Institution. I said, I offended you.
She did apologize, guys, but it was a backhanded apology. You know, she smirked and then she kept going back and forth afterwards. So that was an apology you could have kept, Tiffany. Who wants a backhanded apology? That's crazy.
Apologize. How can we move forward? You did not take accountability and express how you felt. However, I still gave you an apology. Did I not?
The problem is, Carla.
Did I not? That's a question.
I'm not answering your question.
Well, I
The
forgot. You don't know
problem
how to
is-
answer questions,
The
and that's the issue.
problem with it is, if you can bring up Sonetta, why you couldn't be warming up in the moment to go ahead and let me know what the you knew what we was talking about?
Because we ain't finna play a game with
why
telephone. I'm
you-
going
no,
directly to the
you're playing
source. How
When
I,
they
this
figured
is how
out
you
what gonna come
offended
to
me.
you, Tiffany.
You didn't.
I didn't know you. It was not going
You
to
did not
entertain
let-
you doing a multi-million
You had my
dollar
number.
week.
You had my
Not
number. You
happening.
always circle back to
Not
the money.
happening.
So when you ask your question, who are you beyond the money?
So for
Who
you,
are you beyond
why
the
you
money?
like bringing up my money?
No, you like to bring up your money.
You
I like to bring up your
You
character.
thought that
I
the
bring up
problem,
the
it gave
character.
very much
No.
jealous. You were in the car talking about me and money before we got to civil rights.
She seemed like the type of person.
She was.
It's all about her success, all about her money. And when you base like who you are,
And they
off
threw
of
it back to
like,
Tiffany
there's no
talking about her money.
I talked screen about it, but then I came directly to you. How did I offend you? It gave.
Hold on.
Why are you petty and you pressed about a mom? That's what it gave. It gave that you pressed about a mop. You pressed about a mop. Your hair looked like a goddamn mop today.
And
You didn't have nothing to say about it.
y'all heard that? She said you was so pressed about a mop, your hair looked like a goddamn mop. Whoa, that was shots fired. Stormy, do you know you could have ate this bitch alive with the way she looked just on an everyday basis? And Stormy, you was just sitting there trying to think of, I guess, what to say. Girl, tag me in. Tag me in, Stormy. Because I could have said so much, and so could have you, about this woman's appearance. It alone. Not only about her nasty attitude and about how her husband looks at her like in disgust. And not only that, he said he pretty much just what did he say? She asked him in one of the episodes, did he choose her? Something like that. And it wasn't what everybody thought he was gonna say. It was so much that could have been said until it ain't even funny, y'all. I'm gonna have to go back to that scene because I was like, what? No, he didn't. Stormy, girl, you could have ate this bitch alive.
You cannot have nothing to say about them. No, let us talk. Let us talk, Boomy. Let us talk, Boomy. I am a woman of God. But don't do that shit.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay, spirit, because you jealous and you cannot be me, ho. That's what it is.
Girl, I would like to hear from Fu.
So Stormy tells her you jealous and you cannot be me, hoe, or whatever. Stormy, you didn't even have to resort to that, honey. It was so much you could have just said about her appearance itself. But okay.
Fumi,
At the end of the day, if somebody tells you they're offended, you apologize.
I did apologize, but what I'm not going to do, Fumi, is constantly apologizing for something that I already did.
For me, it was the tone.
Yep.
The moment anybody said anything about
It was definitely the tone, guys. It was definitely the tone. It was the smirk. It was the trying to go back and forth after you apologize. Anytime there's a but after you apologize to somebody or whatever, you really don't mean that shit. And I've said that before in my video. You really don't. And that's just what it is. Okay? So, wait a minute. I want to take it back to the beginning a little bit, and we're gonna hear Carlos King say that this pretty much was a Stormy Steele show.
I think it's just our use of like color. Like in the South, we
Hold on, let me go to it.
One thing about this veil, I may not be your favorite, but I'm definitely the realest.
you're not my favorite or the realest.
Okay.
Whoa, Umi told her you're not my favorite, and you definitely not the realest. And I agree with her. She's definitely not the realest. Everything about her is fake. On down to them fake teeth, them fake lips, that fake hair, just fake every damn thing.
Right to your opinion, but again, like I said, if you have issues, come direct.
I'm very direct, Fumi.
Me too.
Yeah.
while these veils were forming their sisterhood, we quickly discovered that no amount of magic in Magic City could prevent the drama. But that wasn't stopping Stormy Steele from getting to that bag. She went live on TikTok for 52 hours with Canvas Beauty's first celebrity collaboration with Lala Anthony.
Yep.
Take a look.
1, 2, 3, release.
Then she even throws up that she needed Martell there. That's what Tiffany said.
You stand 10 toes down on the fact that you felt that Stormy was giving for free labor?
Yeah, and it was a joke. But yeah, I felt like it was a great strategy plan. She ended up having Martell there to help sell. So I do think that was.
Did y'all hear that? She said she ended up having Martell there to sell. So Tiffany is trying to say that things wouldn't have went as well if Martell wasn't there to try to sell, the products. Come on, Tiffany. That we know that's not true. Before Martell even came in the picture for those little couple hours that he was there, Stormy was already selling millions. You sound crazy, Tiffany. But we're going to leave that right there. All I can say is that it was a very good episode. If you guys have not seen it, make sure you check out the Bell Collective of Birmingham reunion. It was very good. Some people were saying it's going to be a part 2. I don't believe it's going to be a part 2. Let's leave that right there and let's move on over and let me get y'all updated since we were just talking about Martell Holt. Let's just jump on in that situation because Martell, he was pressing Kimmi, guys. He was pressing Kimmi and she felt the pressure. Now, on tonight's episode, I do believe that Kimmi and Martell, they're going to get into it. Kimmi has been feeling some type of way. ever since Martell and Arion Curry did that interview and Maurice's name was brought up, that they did a choo-choo train, Marsal and his brother, Marsal, this is Marsal, Letitia's husband. And then we have Kimmi with Maurice, which Maurice and Marsal is brothers. They ran a choo-choo train on this woman, allegedly. They had a three-way, one in the behind and one in the cuckoo. And Martell and Arion did that interview. Now, if you guys forgot, don't worry. Let me refresh your memory.
It's your girl, Arion Curry.
The Scots asked.
And we delivered. Let's get into it.
Maurice was his lie, his alibi.
Oh.
And he couldn't do that without Maurice. Maurice is always there. That was my first time having a dig in my mouth and a dig in my coochie.
Kinky enough is brother to brother, Martell. You don't think?
I didn't know that he had a wife. He threatened me. He said, if you tell a wife, I'm going to come and kill you.
Today we are sitting here with the beautiful Chantel. How are you doing?
Flesh.
In the flesh. The receipt that you all were asking for. How are you doing today?
I'm absolutely fucking amazing, girl.
All right.
It's an honest one.
That's that honest. Okay. So Chantel, tell me a little bit about yourself. Where are you from? How old are you?
I'm from Birmingham, Alabama. I'm 31. I'm a Leo, been living in Atlanta for the past 10 years. And yeah, just enjoying life right now.
Okay. I love that for you. So I'm under the understanding that you got a little bit of information for me. So I'm here to get into it. So you know Marcel.
Mm-hmm.
How well do you know Marcel?
Very well.
Okay. When did y'all meet?
Girl.
Where did y'all meet?
We met in a local bar.
Okay.
In
Huntsville.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And let's just say, as soon as we met, we got to know each other very fast.
Very fast.
Very fast.
Now, what is your meaning when you say?
Okay, so that was the woman that Kimmi been feeling some type of way towards Martell ever since. Okay. Now, these two ladies was over there on Facebook, Letitia and Kimmi, and they was talking that talk, y'all. I'm gonna have to see if I can bring it up about this next episode. If I can't, I'm gonna make sure I put it in my next video. But let's hear Kimmi and Martell, with Martell pressing her for the information about, you know, she knows that there's been infidelity in her marriage. And we know Kimmi and Letitia has both tried to say there's been no infidelity. But Martell ain't playing that shit. He ain't letting up, okay? So let's have a listen to Kimmi and Martell.
What's your deal breaker? When Maurice and I got together, a lot of our conversation was infidelity. Because I was like, yeah, that's a deal breaker for me. Like, I'm not.
Let me stop that, guys. Did y'all hear what Martell said? What's your deal breaker? Martell said, what's your deal breaker? Kimmi said there's been a lot of conversation and that was the deal breaker. But then now she's going to flip it and say that ain't the deal breaker no more current day. Martell got you. And he was like, okay, that's all I wanted. I wanted the truth. Y'all listen very closely.
What's your deal breaker? When Maurice and I got together, a lot of our conversation was infidelity. Because I was like, yeah, that's a deal breaker for me. Like, I'm not with it. And he was not with it. Now, from some of the divorces we've had to watch and the children and the things that we've watched families go through, and from some of the therapies we've been in, I would like to believe that our marriage can withstand infidelity. Infidelity, a lot of...
Y'all heard that? Y'all heard that? Martell said infidelity. And she repeated it. She shook her head, yes, infidelity. So, guys, all 122 of y'all, did y'all take it like I took it? That Kimmi finally is admitting, after all these seasons, all these years, that yes, she knows that it has happened. that there was infidelity in the marriage. After all these years, she's finally admitting it. I need y'all to drop it in the chat and let me know, did y'all take that as a confession from Kimmi? Because I did. Let's continue.
Saying that, love that you've been transparent, honest about and
he said, I love that you saying that shit and being transparent. Let's listen again.
We've watched families go through, and from some of the therapies we've been in, I would like to believe that our marriage can withstand
fidelity.
Infidelity, a lot of infidelity,
I'm happy you're saying that. Love that you've been transparent, honest about and I feel that you should put that out. I might accept this, or I might not. Right.
I think marriage is a commitment, and I don't ever intend on throwing my commitment away.
Now, Martell always thinks about tearing down marriages, but, I think about building mine up. And I want to be here for my wife forever.
Deal breakers are for deal breakers.
Whoa, y'all heard that? Y'all heard that? Whoo! Kimmi says deal breakers are for deal breakers. And Martell finally got what he wanted, guys. He finally got what he wanted, at least from one of the couples. I'll say that, at least from one of the couples. Letitia and Marsau, they were quiet. Letitia was looking down at her plate the whole time. And Marsau was just kind of looking away, okay? They didn't say anything. But Kimmi and Maurice, y'all heard what they had to say. And Maurice says that Martell liked to tear marriages down. And he's going to uplift his marriage. Now, I can't agree with Maurice on that. Martell, he's been gun-ho on trying to tear these people marriages down. Ever since his got torn down, he has been gun-ho about everybody getting exposed, everybody marriage being tore apart, the whole 9 yards. But current day, you would think that he would be over it. Because let's really look at this. He's with the woman that he claims that he loves. He says she's his fiance, that they are getting married. All of these things that he has been saying about Arion, he has her on his shirt, on the episodes. All of this stuff, right, guys? Martell, why? Why does it matter so much to you that these women are forgiving their husband and they have moved on? You've moved on with Arion. And you've been with her for a very long time, Martell. Why is this still bothering you the way it's bothering you? I'll never understand it. I'll never understand it, guys. I really don't. Life has moved on. Life has moved on, and you're still with the person that helped you destroy your marriage. So why try to destroy other people's marriage? You say you're about to marry Arion. Go ahead and do that. Make that happen. Make an honest woman out of her. Y'all go ahead and have y'all other baby like the both of you said you wanted. Make that happen. So, Arion Curry, speaking of her, as you guys see, her, Cardi B, and I'm not sure who the other person is, they like this post, and the purple means that she reposted it. That's what the purple means, guys. Protect your children. You never know who might hate them simply because they're yours. Yes. So that's very interesting that she would repost something like that, because we all know that when she had Knox, she did get a lot of hate. A lot of people were saying how slow he was and everything, guys. Oh, that was Erica Mena? Oh, shit. I didn't even really pay that no attention. Okay. Oh, it was supposed to be the wife and the sad girl for every. Oh, it was supposed to be that forever. Well, come on now, y'all. We're adults. We all know that it's not gonna be like that forever. Come on now. And now he forced to only have the side. No, he's not. He don't have to be with the side. He could have moved on and found him somebody else. Martell is not a bad looking man. In spite of what nobody say, he's not. He has built himself up. He has his builder's license now, his real estate and everything. He does not have to be with Arion Curry. That if you guys actually think that Martell have to be with her and no other woman wouldn't give him a chance, that's hilarious. That is so not true. It's a lot of women out here, successful women, beautiful women that would be willing to give Martell another chance. Well, not another chance, a chance. He's choosing to be with Arion because that's what he wants to do for right now. Real talk. Men that don't have nothing going for themselves, they even have a choice. It's somebody for everybody. So he do not have to just be with Arion. He's there because that's what he want to do. Whether he wants to be there for the time being and just want to, kind of see what's out there and talk to other women, I don't know. Or whether he's there because he really, really plan on marrying her and she really is his fiance. I don't know. I'm not at home with these people. So I can't really say. But you know how men think. I gotta be honest with you. I will never say that I know how men think because I'm not a man. I've never been a man. And I can't say how they think. And I feel like all men are different, just like all women are different. So I can't say that. Yes, I didn't only say a majority, maybe a handful of them think alike. But again, I'm not a man, so I don't know what the hell they thinking. That's all I can say, guys. That's the one thing about me. I don't try to make it like I know what other people are feeling, what other people are thinking, all of that stuff or whatever, because I don't. All I can do is tell you guys my outlook on it and give my opinion, and that's it. That's it. That's all. I'm very big on not saying what I know other people will and won't do. Because sometimes you don't even know what the person that you think is the closest to you will and won't do. So I sure in a fuck ain't finna say that about a person I don't even know from a can of paint. No, 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 no. It's enough people out here doing that shit. I ain't gotta be one of them. Mm-hmm. Nope, not me. But if you're one of those people, do you? I'm not telling you not to do you. I say do you. I feel like I like to think outside the box, guys. It take a long time for people to catch up to where I'm at because I look at all angles of every situation. The good, the bad, the ugly, all of the above. Some people just like to look straight ahead and they don't know what's coming from the sides of them, from the back of them. They just don't know. And that's why they get hit as bad as they do because you're not open-minded. You're too busy being closed-minded. You can't explore other options. So anywho, guys, that's where Arion and Martell is. They are very, I think they're satisfied. I think y'all heard what I said. I think they're satisfied with that outcome of what Kimmi said last night. We know Martell is. Y'all heard it in his voice. He said, I appreciate that. I like that transparency. Mm-hmm. So I thought that was interesting. Hold on, guys. Let me see if I got another clip. I thought I did have another clip, but wait a minute. Before I go any further, let's see. And remember, guys, tonight is Love and Marriage Huntsville. Y'all know sometimes I do it on Sundays, but I'm going to do it tonight, okay? Okay. Okay. Nope, 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 nope. That was it, guys. That was the only one I had from the clip that I wanted to discuss with y'all about Love and Marriage Huntsville. Yep. Okay, guys, I was just trying to see if I had something else I wanted to put in this particular video with everybody. But no, I do not. I talked about everybody on the thumbnail. So, y'all, make sure y'all join me in my next live. Where is it at? Do I get it on here? Because I'm going live right after this, guys. I'm going live right after this with an update on the circus. Y'all know I love doing the circus. My circus updates, y'all, because it's been going down and we got to get into it. Bam, there it is. Guys, Carlissa, she been crashing out on this here internet every time you turn around. She is on this internet popping it. Well, her and Krishad Rock, it's a back and forth thing, guys. Krishad Rock, she ain't definitely said Carlissa's name, but she been saying like little subliminals of different stuff that Carlissa been saying on her live about her. Okay, so we got that piece of it. We got Nevaeh and Blueface, what they been having going on. Stunner Girl then went to jail, y'all. Stunner Girl has went to jail. I was like, shut the front door. Jaden Alexis, she been back over there popping it as well. We gonna get into all this madness and more on the next video, and that's gonna be in about 10 minutes, actually. We see you later. Enjoy. See you at the circus. Laugh out loud. Yes, yes, yes. Make sure y'all see me at the circus video, guys. Because we got to get into this. And y'all see Stunner Girl mug shot? Yep, y'all see the mug shot? I got the background of what she got arrested for and everything. We're going to talk about it on the next video. So please like, comment, and subscribe. And get ready for the next video. Share, share, share. When you come in the building, hit that like button. Deuces.